Hey, what's up guys, I'm Leaky Pookie, and today we're going to be talking about the sniper primary, the Bazaar Bargain. The Bazaar Bargain was added in the Uber update of 2011 and since then has undergone some major rebalancing. Its stats were originally much harsher and made using it much riskier, but today it lies as a pretty great weapon. First, let's dive into the weapon's stat history. When the Bazaar Bargain was first added, you started with a minus 20% charge rate penalty, or at least you were supposed to. It was a bit buggy before some patches. Each headshot increased your charge by 10%, and they later capped the bonus at a max charge speed 45% faster than the stocks. Originally, if you were to body shot someone or miss completely, you lost all your heads and had to start over at 0. But it did have one thing going for it that it doesn't have today. You just needed headshots to collect heads, regardless if they were fatal or not, meaning you could, for example, headshot a heavy dinking him for 150 and still gain a head from it. But still, you missed a headshot once and you were starting over. However, come January of 2012, they made missed headshots only deduct one head each. They also fixed a bug where you could be crit boosted by a Kritzkrieg medic to collect headshots by just shooting your gun. It was the gunmetal update of 2015 that gave us the Bazaar Bargain we have today. In this update, they made it so you can no longer lose heads, which was a huge buff. However, they did make it so you need headshot kills to collect heads, and the starting charge rate penalty was brought to minus 50% from the previous minus 20%. With each headshot kill now giving you plus 25% faster charge rate, you must get 2 headshot kills to bring the charge rate back up to the stocks. I'd suggest just studying this graph to get a general idea of charge rate versus heads as to understand the value of each head you collect. The description of the Bazaar Bargain states that the weapon can reach a maximum of plus 200% charge rate. This means that at 6 heads and beyond, it will take 1.8 seconds for a full charged shot. The stock in comparison takes 3.3 seconds. Now that I've talked about the stats of the weapon, let's go over strategy and viability. Talking pubs, if you're a good sniper who can land headshots, and you get on average more than 2 kills per life, the Bazaar Bargain can be an awesome choice. You only have to really worry at the beginning of your life when the headshot counter is at 0, since when here, the charge rate penalty is super crippling when you're trying to take out healthier targets. After you get your first head, the charge rate is bearable, but then from 2 heads and on, you're going nowhere but up. After getting up to 6 heads, the thing is stupid powerful, and a good sniper shouldn't have too much trouble getting there on a pub. Depending on the enemy team's flank and whatnot, it may be easy to build up your heads, or it may be super challenging to the point where you may as well use the stock. All this considered, the Bazaar Bargain is hands down a fantastic choice for casual play. It's a small burden when your life has just begun that can pay off tremendously. So cool, it's fine and dandy in casual play, but what about competitive? In Highlander, the Bazaar Bargain is a risk-reward choice, and I'd say it's really just about the same story as for casual. If your lives are short, or if you don't think you'll build up those heads very quickly due to body shotting people instead of headshotting, the stock is a better choice. But do remember, if you're able to get over 2 heads, the charge rate will allow you to body shot people more effectively. For 6s, I would say the Bazaar Bargain is a much riskier, less practical choice for a primary, since you most likely won't be able to stack up as many heads. Your charge rate is very important for holding chokes, since you need a decently charged shot to take out anything but a scout with no overheal or the enemy medic. Because you likely won't be stacking up heads as quickly, the Bazaar Bargain will likely handicap you more than it will help you. In addition, when going sniper in 6s, it's typically best to take the enemy by surprise with your class change. This can make your very first pick or 2 the most important. With the stats of the Bazaar Bargain, you're going to have a slower charge rate for your first 2 picks, which, as you can imagine, can be kind of counterintuitive to the strategy. To summarize, the Bazaar Bargain has the potential to be great in casual considering how long your lives are. It's riskier for Highlander but can sometimes pay off depending on your playstyle, and it's not very good for 6s. After making this video, I have no idea why I haven't been using the Bazaar Bargain up till this point. It feels really satisfying to use and it can be super powerful. I didn't like using it back when it carried more risk, making every one of your shots important, but now that they've relaxed the penalties, the weapon is significantly less risky to use. If you've overlooked it or dismissed it as being bad, I recommend trying out the Bazaar Bargain next time you play Sniper. If you like this video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to check out my other weapon videos. With that being said, hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day or night, and peace out.